Mark Emmert has just announced that the men's and women's tournaments, along with all winter sports, have been canceled. I may be the one that's giving you that news right now, and if so, what's your reaction to that?
Extremely disappointed. Extremely disappointed. I think all of us felt we could postpone and even postpone into May or whatever, and then if we needed to cancel, we could cancel then. But if that's what they're doing, then I guess that's what they're doing.
How would you describe the conversations that you had with other coaches relative to the voice that you thought, the impact of the voices that you guys presented to the NCAA and your desire to have it postponed rather than canceled?
I could say of all the committees and things I've been on, we've never had more consensus. I mean, it was 100% consensus of let's just take a breath, let's pause. We can always cancel this thing at a later date. Everybody that I talked to, their players were 100% in on wanting to play, wishing to play, hoping to play. After, if that ever happened, we were able to get clearance and figure out a way. Could we get tested? Could we do some things that would, ensure everybody's safety? Everybody was 100% on board for that, I think. But everybody just wanted to kind of take a deep breath and see if we could postpone this thing. And if we needed to cancel, we could cancel a month from now.
Mark, how will you, and look, we all understand that the global pandemic is the most important thing, and dealing with that is of the utmost priority. But how will you deal with this with your team, telling them that they won't have the opportunity to play in the tournament?
We'll hit it head on, and we'll explain to them that a lot of things in life are out of their control. We talk a lot about control what you can control, and this is obviously something that they can't control. So this is a sad day, and we may or may not have got to this conclusion at some point, but I think we probably could have at least paused and delayed it before we did this. But again, there's so many things that are factored in, so I'll leave that up to the NCAA. I'm just speaking for the coaches and the teams that I spoke with.
Mark, we heard from a lot of coaches and a lot of players today as tournaments were being canceled that their perspective on this and the risk situation and their realization of what risk was out there changed with the diagnosis of Rudy Gobert with the COVID-19. What changed for you when you heard that news last night?
Again, I don't know that much changed. I think we all knew at some point. I mean, all of us were going to, at some point, maybe have an opportunity to be exposed to it. I think I knew right then and there that the dynamic was changing, and that really everything kind of amped up after that. And I think the NBA made the proper move, and I think we're all hoping that the NCAA would make the proper move and that we just, postpone, hoping that maybe at a later date we could pick this thing back up, but it doesn't sound like we can, so we'll just have to move on from there.